In this episode, answers to your questions. I hit 20k and I'm going to give you my thoughts, and I've got quite a few of them on the new upcoming Lego sets. G'day YouTube, Down to Bricks here, back with another What's Up Dub episode. I don't know, I didn't check. Doesn't matter, does it? Let's get on with it. So first of all, I just want to give everyone a big thank you. I have hit 20,000 subscribers. Still can't get over it. I've hit the magical 20k, so I'm very happy with that. And as I said, a big thank you to everybody. But I do want to take this opportunity. She doesn't know I'm going to do this. I just want to give a big thank you to my wife of all the time that I have to put towards YouTube and just my hobby in general. My wife gives me fantastic support. Thank you so much, darling. Couldn't do it without you, and love you lots. And to Mini Dub, thanks for not destroying my Lego room. Okay, let's get on with some question and answers, or some answers to your questions. And if you want me to answer some questions, don't be shy, leave it down in the comments below and I will get to it. It's been quite a while since I did a What's Up Dub, so these questions have been sitting on the back burner for a little while, but I will get to them if you leave me a question. The best thing, leave a hashtag WUD for What's Up Dub, and that will just make it a little bit easier for me to find. So let's get cracking. My first question comes from TJ Bricks. So thanks for the question, buddy. He asked me, what does he ask me? How did I first get into building a Lego city? So, bit of an interesting story, this one, because I really just stumbled into it. When I got back into Lego from my dark ages, I really was just concerned about Lego Star Wars, and I was mad with collecting Star Wars. Now, I did find some of the modulars, and I just really love the modulars, but as soon as I showed my wife, she just said straight away, we have to get those. She said, oh, I want them. So we started down the path of collecting modulars. Now, luckily, it was a fair while ago, so even some of the older modulars, they were expensive, but they weren't crazy prices like they are today. So we were fortunate enough to pick up the old modulars. And we used to just sit at a big table. It used to be a table I had my UCS sets on, and so it's an 8-foot table. She'd sit up one end building modulars, and I sat up the other end working on my Western towns. This was when I was getting into some of the Western theme sets and building my own mocks. So that was some pretty great times then, when we just sit at the table building away. And eventually she just had a row of modulars along the back of the table, and I had like 2 foot on the end of the table with all my Western sets. And then we just got the idea, well, you know, we've got all these buildings here, let's put a road in front of it. And before long, she was kicking me off the table and the city was born. My biggest regret with all that is not having any footage of some of those early days, because I started my YouTube channel about 18 months or so after we started on the city. So by the time I put up my first city update, it was a pretty well-established city. So that's one regret, that I didn't get some footage of those early days of the city. But thank you so much for the question, TJ. The next question I've got is from Ninja. Ninja Tanek builds with bricks. What is the coolest UCS set? UCS Millennium Falcon. Your choice, one or the other. Both very cool. And I was going to like try and maybe give like my top 5 UCS sets. Something that's really, really hard to do. And why it would definitely be in my top 5, it may not be number 2, but just a set that screams, I'm just looking at it now, just a set that screams coolness is the Imperial Shuttle. That is one sleek looking ship and is fantastic. So I'll give some kudos to that one too for being a cool set. So the next question I've got is from Josh, and I'm just going to scoot over a little bit so we can whack up some pickies here. So Josh asks, which was your first Lego Star Wars set, and which Lego theme don't you like? So Josh, thanks for the question there, mate. Now, Lego themes that I don't particularly like, well, to be honest, it's not that I don't like these sets, it's just that they don't interest me enough to collect them. So never really got into Chima or Nexo Knights. I don't really collect Friends or Elves or anything like that. Now, some of those sets do have some fantastic pieces in them, and because I don't collect them, I do miss out on that sometimes. I'll see a piece and go, oh wow, that's a cool new piece, and then I find out it's not new at all and it's been in Friends sets for months, or it's been in the Elf sets or something, and I've just completely missed of it because I don't collect those sets. But yeah, I don't say I don't really, yeah, it's not that I don't like them, it's just that I don't collect them. What about you, mate? What don't you like, or what don't you collect? But the first question you got's a great one. Which was your first Lego Star Wars set? So I'm just going to start putting up some pictures here of some sets that were my first Star Wars sets. Well, I'll tell you a little bit of a story. So I had quite a lengthy dark age. So I wasn't into Lego for over 20 years. So it was a very long and a very dark age, I've got to say. So much so, I did not even know Lego made Star Wars sets. Can you believe that? So when I walked into the Lego, oh, now these sets popping up here are from 2009. It was actually in 2010 that I did purchase these sets. When I walked in, I just walked into the toy aisle. My mind was blown. I was, wow, Star Wars, can't believe it. How awesome is this? Didn't really even know why I was buying them. I sort of thought, yeah, I'd buy them for Mini Dub when he got old and he'd have these sets. But that's what led me down the path of being an AFOL and collecting Lego. So it's just been a wild ride ever since now, I've got to say. So thanks, Josh, for your question. Now, getting a little bit dry, I'm talking too much. My next question is from Lachlan McGowan. Thanks, mate. Good old Lockie. Now, he asked me, let me find it. He has a bit, okay, that's right at the start. My question is, what is your favourite Lego box art? And he goes on to say that his favourites are the UCS, Millennium Falcon and Slave 1. Now, I do really enjoy some of the box art, but I don't keep the boxes, so really, well, I do like the box art, I don't ever keep the boxes, so it's a little bit of a shame. It just takes up way too much space. But definitely the Slave 1, that is cool. That's a cool looking box art on there. And the Millennium Falcon, the new UCS Millennium Falcon, that box is just it's a work of art. That box, I tell you, it is beautiful. Now I'm looking at, because that is one box that I will definitely be keeping. So I've got to say that is right up there. The other one that's right up for me too is the Imperial Shuttle. So the second time it's got a mention in this video, but check out this box art. Now, how cool does that look? It's just such a great shot of Endor. I just really, really love this box art for the Imperial Shuttle. So that one's right up there as well. And another one, and I'm actually going to pull the box out because I got it right here, is this one here. And while it's not so much so the art itself, which I do think looks really cool, but it's more the style that really, that what grabs me with this one. And it's because of this, I don't know if it's really going to come across here. Let's see if I can get some of the reflection, and that might show up. But it's because of, it's all embossed and at different levels. So you can, it's not that you can just see it, you can feel it as well. So the buildings are raised, and then on top of that, the minifigs are raised again. And I just really, really love that. I think that really does look fantastic, and just can't stop doing this. So that one's right up there for me as well. Now the 2006 Batman sets, I pretty much picked up all of them second hand, so this is really one of the only ones I got in the original box. So I don't know if all the boxes were like that, but I would say they were. So that was some pretty cool work done by Lego. Now, the next question I have is from Clock Riker. Good day, mate. Thanks for your question. And his question is, which top 10 superheroes and supervillains from the CW TV shows Arrow, The Flash, Legends of Tomorrow, Supergirl, Black Lightning, and Gotham would you like to see as a minifig, and why? Well, I've got to say, mate, I actually don't watch any of those shows. I mean, I've certainly heard about them. I hear Arrow's pretty good and Gotham as well. But yeah, I've just never really watched the show. So unfortunately, I can't answer your question. Tell me one thing though, out of all those shows, what's your favourite? Which one should I definitely be watching? Let me know. And I'm still going to answer your question, but I'm just going to change it up a little bit and just say, what's one minifigure would I like to see an official release of? And see if you can guess it. Can you guess it? It is, of course, it's got to be an official release of The Man with No Name. That's right, Clint Eastwood. An official minifig of this character would be fantastic. I mean, just deck it all out with printing, have a printed poncho as well. I just think that would be very sweet. So maybe one day Lego might surprise us with something like that. I just squashed the spider. Get off there. Okay. One more question today, and it is from M. Venusaur. Good day, buddy. Thanks for your question. Great viewer, long time supporter. Okay, and he asks, what do you think about the new Harry Potter set, and will you be getting the re-release theme? I know I will, since we got updated prints and pieces. I can't wait for the new Harry Potter set. So now, that is going to lead me into talking about all the new sets. So I will talk about Harry Potter on the whole a little bit later in the video, but just to answer your question, so originally at this stage of the question, the only set that we had seen pictures of was the Hogwarts Great Hall 75954. Now, what do I think about this set? I think it's awesome. I just love the detail. I just think it's absolutely amazing detail, fantastic looking set. I've got to say the only drawback I have is the stickers. So it does have the big quarter cylinder pieces to make up the tower, and I mean they're pretty bland piece, aren't they, just on their own. So I understand why they have gone with stickers, but I do have, as you know, I have a concern with stickers. In the climate that I live in, I don't have a lot of luck with stickers staying on the Lego. So that's a little bit of a concern for me, but overall I do think it's a fantastic looking set. So that's it with the questions. Thank you so much for all your questions, everybody. As I said, if you want your questions answered, leave them in the comments. But let's get on to talking about the new Lego sets. That's better. I've just had a guzzle on some water and I'm all ready to talk about Lego Star Wars. Woohoo! Am I excited about some of this new stuff that we've got coming out. Holy dooly! Have we got some fantastic stuff on the way. And a real surprise, I'm just going to start with my number one hit straight away because it was just a real surprise. I watched a video on this set from M&R Productions and I loved his reaction, and because it was just very similar to mine. And just outstanding that we're getting an Imperial landing craft. So yes, so long since we've had a release of this. I've always wanted the old one. Every time I go and have a look at picking up the old one, the price is just way out there, and it's one of those sets being all white pieces that you've got to be careful for too much yellowing and that sort of thing on it. So I've always wanted it, but we're getting a new one, so woohoo! Awesome! 75221 is set number. 2 Sandtroopers, Obi-Wan, R2 and a pilot. So 2 fantastic Sandtroopers. I did my collection update a little while ago, or last week, whenever that was, and I talked in that video about how much I love the printed Sandtroopers, and now we're getting 2 more of them. So I am really stoked for this set. I can't wait for it. That will be one I just gonna have to get straight away as soon as possible. And the other new sets, we'll try and go through these pretty quickly. The Hoth Medical Chamber, not an outstanding set on its own. We do get some pretty cool minifigs in there, Luke, Leia, and we do get a couple of medical droids as well. But if you're building a bit of a Hoth scene and you've got a lot of other Hoth sets as well, you'll be able to just whack that one in there and it'll be a great addition. So I'll be getting that one as well. We get Anakin's Jedi Starfighter. So great to be getting another Starfighter in this style again. It's been a while since we've got one, and to get Anakin's a re-release in, not necessarily a re-release, it's a complete makeover in the new style. So really loving that we're getting this, and that's what I love about this wave. There's just something for everyone. It's a real variety of sets, and I just think Lego have done a great job with this wave. The next one I'm going to talk about is Snoke's Throne Room. This one's copped a bit of flack for not having the red background, and I'm not talking prices, I'm not going to get into that at all, but this set is fairly expensive, and I think if you were to add a big cloth that went right around the whole thing basically, or half of it, I just think that would really add to the cost. So I totally understand why Lego haven't done that, and overall I'm really impressed with this set. We're finally getting a scene set that's a little bit bigger, so it's a bit bigger than what we've got in the past for the Carbon Freezing Chamber and Duel on Naboo. So very happy that we're getting a bigger scene set, and I think it looks pretty good. It's one of those sets with these scene sets you don't really know till you build it to really see how everything works and get a good idea for it. But just from the picture, I do think it looks very good. And those Praetorian Guards, how good do they look? Can't wait to get those. I'm going to try and pick up a couple more, I think, because they really do look awesome. What's next? We've got an X-Wing. Again, this has copped a bit of flack for, no, not another X-Wing, but the other X-Wings we've got, I mean, they're from a totally different era. We've got Pose and the Resistant, but we're getting a Resistance, I should say, but we're getting a OT, an original trilogy X-Wing. So great to be getting that. It's been a while, from 2012 since we've got one, and it's had a complete makeover. It's all in the new style, and I'm stoked to be getting a new X-Wing. And the last one, which I thought I'd probably be a little bit more excited for, and don't get me wrong, I'm still excited for it, the Sandcrawler. It just looks a little bit squat, doesn't it? I kind of feel like it's like a little baby Sandcrawler. So, yeah, again, it's one of those sets until you build it to get an appreciation for it. Either way, I guess, disappointment or appreciation. But yeah, it's, I don't know, it just seems a little bit small. We get some great looking minifigs. It's not a huge selection of minifigs, so I guess that's something that's a little bit of a drawback as well. 6 minifigs, get some cool looking droids in there. A lot of people say it was a missed opportunity for not having Owen Lars in there, Uncle Owen. But my thing is, Aunt Beru, this would have been a great chance to finally get that minifigure. Now, does she really go with this set? Not really, but it's probably the closest we're ever going to get, unless we get a Homestead. I mean, who wouldn't want a Homestead? That would be a fantastic set. But after all these years, we've never got one. So, I don't know, I just guess it's not on the radar for Lego to get the Homestead set. So, Aunt Beru would have been a great opportunity to put her in this set. So, what can you do? So that's it with Star Wars. So let's roll straight on into City, and we're going to talk a bit about the trains. And I sort of got shot down a little bit in one of my last What's Up dubs, where I said, trains, stop teasing me, Lego, with trains. I got enough trains. I don't need any more trains. And then all the train fans come out and say, what are you talking about? We want more trains. So it's not that I don't love them. I said, where am I going to put more trains? I can't have 10 trains in my city. But I've got to say they do look pretty good. The cargo train, I'm not a big fan of that one. The passenger train, again, very similar style to previous trains we've got. I do really like the colour scheme with it. It is a great looking train. I would be tempted by it, but like I said, I'm trying not to add to my trains too much. But the new power functions. Are very interested to see what they do with those, so want to check that out. And as I'm sort of talking myself, I don't know if I'm real convincing about talking myself out of trains, but they announced the Hogwarts Express, and oh my god, look at this. So that's it. Let's just throw the paper, spit the dummy. This is it. I've got to get this one. That looks absolutely fantastic. Now, just to have this chugging around the Lego City, I mean, that's just going to be fantastic, isn't it? So definitely going to pick up the Hogwarts train. Yeah, I just absolutely love that. So, Mr. Venusaur, I just got to say that we're going to talk Harry Potter now. So there we go. You got my reaction to that set. I think that is definitely the pick of the bunch for me. Great looking station as well. But what else have we got? We've got the Quidditch match. Now, I've got to be up front and just say, look, I'm not a Harry Potter fan. I've never really got into the movies. But whenever I read anything about Lego Harry Potter, they always talk about, where's our set for the Quidditch match? I hope I'm even saying that right. So, I guess you fans for that are really digging that set. It does look good. It's very colourful. I've got to say, they're great looking minifigs in that set. But, look, it's not one for me because, like I said, I'm not into that theme. But I just know that you Harry Potter fans are going to be big fans of that set. And then the last one to be released is the Hogwarts Whomping Willow. And again, it's another fantastic looking set. Something I was kind of, yeah, it's probably, again, it's not for me. Again, I've got to say the stickers, it seems to have a lot of stickers in this one for some of the, to make up for the lack of details on some of the pieces. So, yeah, I'm not too sure about that one. And that was until I saw this, and holy dooly, check that out. How good does that look? Now, this is thanks to flickeringmyth.com. That's where I got this image from. Now, of course, you can whack the Whomping Willow onto the Hogwarts Great Hall. What was it called? Yes. You can put them two together. So as you can see, I'm not a Harry Potter fan, but look at this. How good does that look? Look, honestly, I don't know where I'd put it, what I would do with this set, but I just feel like it's something I need in my life, in my collection. So, that does look very good. What do you guys think about this new stuff? I think I've rambled on quite long enough. I am just over the moon with this Star Wars wave. I really can't wait for it. To be honest, I hope it does push out a little bit. I know that it's a summer release in the States, and that doesn't often reflect here in Australia. Normally we can be a couple of months behind with that wave, and honestly, as much as I want them, I wouldn't mind if it was delayed just a little bit to allow my funds to replenish after such awesome sets that we've got this year. It's really, they're just killing it, aren't they? I think with the Marvel and Jurassic World and the Star Wars we've already got some fantastic sets, and of course a roller coaster for all you guys that have been out, because I've been seeing lots of videos on that, on the roller coaster. So they definitely know how to take our money, and the Y-Wing as well, which I haven't picked up. I am going to wait for it to hit stores. I've got a Y-Wing on the shelf, so I don't feel like I have to rush out and get it. And those sets do come to a store here. It's normally an exclusive to a store here in Australia. So hopefully it's Big W. I'm thinking, I've just got a feeling it might be Big W. It could be Myer, not too sure yet. But when it comes to stores here, I'll be waiting till I can pick it up on sale and possibly lay by it as well, just to help with some of the costs to be able to pay it off. But there we go. That is my What's Up Dub. I hope you did enjoy this episode. Lots there to talk about, so I'd love to hear your thoughts on some of these topics as well. So please leave it in the comments. Let's have a chat amongst yourselves as well. That would be cool. Don't forget to leave a like, hit subscribe if it's the first time you've stumbled onto my channel and seen me raving on here today. If you like that, I've got plenty more rambling to come. So hit that subscribe, and don't forget to share and hit that notification bell. I think that's all the stuff that I've got to chat about there. So all good. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.